Hello everybody, welcome to this stream. For me this is gonna be a late night stream, so a lot of chill. I can already feel the chill all over my skin and my bones and my body. There's chill everywhere in the room. The floor is made out of chill, the windows are made out of chill, everything is made out of chill. Because tonight we're gonna delve into some quality dark side fill content. Tonight we're going to investigate what exactly is this line app that DSP is talking about? What exactly is going on with the WWE Championships controversy? And what did DSP exactly do? And what did he lie about? Now I'm gonna go through a couple of videos tonight. We're gonna watch what he responds to when asked about the lineup. He calls people out on their conspiracy theories and so on. But we're gonna get into that. And then we're gonna read some KiwiFarms because the kind people, kind scientists, researchers, and historians of KiwiFarms have provided us with so much proof. But I'm not gonna be spoiling this for you. We're gonna delve into it and figure it out together. Oh, yep, pretty toxic. Let me see if my soundboard works. No, not this time. Oh, hold on. I just need to transition my screen first. Hey, it's not a professional stream. Hello, everybody. This is me officially.
That makes me cringe. Ugh.
Yeah, that makes me cringe too, cat. Now we can get started for tonight with the first video by our friend Burnell, a massive friend of the channel. We're in love. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. So, the truth exposed about me or abuse, it's all conspiracy theories. Let's check this out and see if it is.
Now let's play the game. Oh my god!
This is no doubt my favorite detractor intro. It's just such a classic thing. You watch a couple of Burnell videos and you're already like vibing with it every single time. Just a fantastic intro, very funny.
What the fuck?
Holy shit. That is an epic fucking intro, dude.
I have to warn everyone.
Warning.
What you may see right now is going to be absolutely
Absolutely disgusting. Ugh. Yeah, I tried to do a snort, didn't work out very well.
Alright.
Very disgusting.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me.
Graceful Phoenix, who tipped me $1.50. I said the true
$1.50,
beauty of the
let's go.
self-inquiring sentient universe is lost on those who elect to walk the intellectually vacuous path of comfortable
And
paradigm
nonsense.
fantasies. I.e., your trolls and detractors who start and believe conspiracy theories about me and you. Well, I know.
What?
I know because every
What?
day I see it. I see the most ludicrous, stupid shit. Like, I'll make a Twitter comment. Someone will respond to the Twitter comment in a very intelligent way, alright? And then all of a sudden, 2 days later, I see a response from that person who I had an intelligent conversation with, and they're responding to, oh, I don't care about any of that, I'm just responding to the original like, what are they talking about? Come to find out, one of these idiots, who I've blocked 100 years ago because the guy's a moron, literally sits there and looks for every person who responds to anything on my Twitter account with a conspiracy theory. Yeah.
Now there's this thing that DSP talks about so much, and he uses these phrases a lot, like people sitting there, people scouring the internet, people watching all of my content so they can clip everything, and he's making it sound like we're doing so much work, and really isn't. He's just sort of a boomer. He doesn't really understand how easy it is to go and go and write when he said WWE Champions, and it's gonna come out literally every phrase that he says. That's very easy, and pretty much all of his information is out there on Twitter or on Instagram or whatever. The stuff that people have been scouring the internet for, and like Cat's old accounts and streaming accounts and so on, that was all public information. So he makes you think like we all just sit here all day and we think about, oh, what is happening with Phil? man, I wish I knew what was going on with Phil. I care so much about Phil. I want to expose him and make up conspiracy theories about him.
So I'll post up, I don't know, for example, I'll post up about, man, I feel that these content creators that put up paid advertisement videos for games, they're shills and it's not right, and people are gullible and they'll buy games as a direct result of that. And someone will respond and say, yeah, it's really bad because even though they say paid advertisement, those people seem to be kind of gullible and they'll just do whatever they're told by their favorite content creator, blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. 2 days later, I see a response from the guy saying, oh, I don't care about that, you know. What is it? So I click on it. It's someone who I blocked. You click on it. Oh, Phil plays WWE Champions, and he spends money on mobile games.
no.
I'm like, what?
I love it.
What? What? Like he doesn't know like any of this is true. But I really appreciate his persistence with pretending to not know anything about the WWE Champions thing. I appreciate it a lot. It adds to the saga juiciness and spiciness. The fact that he cannot acknowledge that this thing that has pretty much been proven to be true outside of him just showing us straight up on his phone if it's true or not. Pretty much all other avenues have been covered, and we're gonna dive into that later. There's a lot of proof. To the point where it's kind of ridiculous how big a trail he left, because he liked to call himself a DSP on all the platforms.
I love it.
He loves it.
What does it have to do with anything? What are you even talking about? This is a conversation about a particular topic, and you are such a nut job. You interject yourself into the conversation and completely derail it with your conspiracy theory nut.
This, for the record, this anime Phil fan art, terrible. It's terrible.
Job bullshit. It's really like people with the tin hats on. They're jumping out. You know the aliens, and you're fucking. Oh, did you know about QAnon conspiracies? And oh, the vaccine makes you go 4 arms. Like, what are you talking about, man? You're nuts. And these
Very
people are allowed
suspicious.
to do this. They're allowed to act like that all over the internet. They're just fucking crazy, man. They're out of their minds. And this is what I mean. It sucks because I can only sort out that crap enough. Where, like, for example, we don't want it on the streams, so we moderate it, right? I don't want to see it on my timeline, so I block those people. But there's nothing to stop those people from going and harassing everyone else on the fucking internet. Which is why, whenever you search for...
Everyone else on the internet, by the way. The internet is just comprised of people who interact with Phil.
DSP
That's just how it is. I mean,
gaming on YouTube, all you see are the crazy negative conspiracy shit. You don't see anything positive about me.
Despite the fact I'm a 13-year-long content
people don't see anything positive because the main landmarks and the main eras in DSP are all kind of associated with bad things. You know, early day DSP was associated by being salty and being toxic to the FGC. Then YouTuber Phil was known for having low quality content that wasn't funny and didn't age well. He was also known for spamming a lot of videos. Then streamer Phil came and he became known for begging and masturbating on stream, which is pretty much the biggest thing he's known for. So in reality, people are not talking well of him because he didn't really give them anything good to talk about. It's only been negative things. He's known for negative things, and negative things is what makes an impression on people when they see his channel. And, you know, the first thing that took an impression of me when I actually watched my first DSP stream, the whole stream, was the slideshow that played in the beginning. I thought it was embarrassing to have a guy just sit there and talk for an hour about his life and not even being respectful enough to turn on the camera so we can see that he's not on his phone the entire time, you know. I thought it was pretty disrespectful and pretty lame thing to do generally. So I understand most people and how they see it, and of course a lot of people see it from memes of the accident. And yeah, generally people don't like him because he's not very likable. That's kind of the problem.
creator who's pumped out over 70,000 gameplay videos. The most prolific YouTuber and gameplay creator of the past decade.
Now, DSP is about as prolific for content creators as Christian is prolific for, you know, people with mental disabilities online, I guess. because he is infamous. Yeah, he has 35 million YouTube videos that are all kind of segments of his streams or poorly made videos or videos that really he didn't put a lot of attention to create and to give the viewers something that is worth something. So this kind of quantity all over quantity, quality, equality bullshit, this doesn't really work on me. It doesn't impress me. Because yeah, you could be great at drawing dicks, but at the end of the day, like, what? There ain't no dick drawing competitions.
When you're talking down to one person, right? I've put out more raw gameplay of anyone on this planet in the last decade and made a living doing it. But no one wants to hear that. They want to hear about the latest conspiracy theory that some fucking idiot, mouth-drooling fucking idiot is talking about.
Also, what got me thinking is when I listened to him saying, yeah, I'm the most prolific, I have made the most videos out of everybody ever, makes me think about L. Ron Hubbard, the inventor of Scientology, is the guy who has wrote more fiction than anybody else ever. But everything that he made was terrible. And he does run his, he used to run his cult, sort of like DSP runs his. So yeah. Pretty impressive.
I e-bag, right? You're constantly asking your viewers and your fans for contribution. I love it.
It's just out of control. And I'm tired of it. It's like, geez, and what's funny about it is, people are actually tired of it. Like, now I'm starting to see people are like, dude, you are the broken fucking record. No one cares about the dumb shit. Really. No one cares about it. Stop it with the fucking crazy bullshit. People are tired of your nonsense. Just people want to have an intelligent conversation. They don't want every moment of every day being taken over by nut job conspiracies. They're done with it. At one point, you jump on the bandwagon and you laugh with it. That was like a year ago, you know, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when these things just keep going on. And these people won't give up on them. It gets to the point of insanity, you know? Like, what kind of a person hyper-focuses and latches onto that kind of a narrative to the point where anything said about a person has to be about that narrative, right? I'll be honest, like, really. The only other place that I see that happen is politics. And I don't understand why it's allowed. I don't understand. It's
why it's allowed? By who? By Twitter? By Reddit? By YouTube? By Google? I don't know, but I want to go back on his previous thought. Is that people are getting so obsessive with these conspiracies because he wants money too much. He asks for too much money, and then people are like, where the fuck does this money go to? What if there's some money pit? Like, you know, a video game addiction of some sort, where he would throw all his money. So it all kind of makes sense, you know? It's not that people want to believe that. It's, of course, some people want to believe it. Some people think that that would be pretty chill if that happened, because it would add to the story, to the reality show that we're witnessing. So yeah, I think people sort of want to believe some things. Some things are confirmation bias, but other things are, you know, kind of, they have some truth in it.
Understand why it's allowed to be rampant all over the internet. When you know someone's an idiot, shut them the fuck down. Don't let someone just spew nonsense. And the thing is, these people, they literally talk themselves, right, into a corner about it too, to the point where they just believe it. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Now, here's the thing. Everyone knows about the crazy conspiracy theories these idiots come up with. Phil's a pedophile, Phil's a scammer, Phil with the mobile games, Phil with this or that. They're all these generalized conspiracy theories, right?
Okay, let's do a quick debunk session. Debunk the first ones. Pedophile? No, but he made his first girlfriend review video. Girlfriend review, oh my god. Oh, it's getting too late. He made his first girlfriend reveal video when she was exactly 18 years old, which means they did date for some time before she was 18, which is pretty much like a common sense thing. And then what was the other one? He's a scammer or whatever. It's semantics, Phil. It's semantics.
Right? If any of them were true, there would have already been definitive proof, evidence. It would have already come out. It would have already been there, done. The truth is, none of it is true. It's all fabricated bullshit. As I've said many times over these years, what these people do is they take a little nugget of truth about something. Didn't happen, didn't happen, didn't happen. A little snippet, a little nugget, and they turn it into a giant exploded nuclear bomb. You know what I'm saying? It's like they take a tiny little thing and then they use that to extrapolate 40 million times until it's something that it's not, and then they claim it's true. Because these people are actually that crazy to think that it's true. Like, I'm not even kidding you. In that same thread, someone responds like, yeah, dude, it's absolutely 100% proven that this happened. Like, what are you talking about? There's no...
But yeah, it is. It is. I will show you. Just chill out a little bit. First of all, TSP, this is exactly what you do, is become semantics fill and start rewriting events and backtracking on what you've said and backpedaling on some things. Like when with Twitch, he said, for years and years, I've never had an issue with my partnership. Now that was a lie, because 2 minutes later he said, well, I did have this one time where I got suspended and this other time where Twitch told me to beg a little bit differently and they gave me a warning. So yeah, dude got in trouble. His mind doesn't register things like that. He has no self-awareness, and it's really hard to, you can't hammer it into his head. And this is what I wanted to talk about for a very long time, which I think is the main problem with DSP. The main problem is that he is all day in his little office playing video games and talking to himself. Now, this is what all streamers do, generally, all full-time streamers. And they do it and it's chill. There's nothing against that, but these people don't have the hardships, let's say, that DSP does. They oftentimes don't really get suspended or kicked out of partnership or have a lot of drama. And DSP loves putting his personal life out there. And he loves venting and basically talking to himself and convincing himself about some things. Just like when he got terminated from the Twitch partnership, there was a little segment in that very stream where he was trying to convince himself that Twitch have implemented some new software solution that will allow you, when there are a lot of reports against you, a lot of false reports, it disables your channel or something like that. He tried to convince himself, because this is the only thing that would compute with his mind, the only thing that would make sense. And it's really not like that, because man, it's so tough to explain, because he sits all day and he reads these comments from people that may or may not be genuine. These fans that have been watching him for 50 years that may or may not be real. That might be some dude just trying to troll him and giving him false hope. Or all these trolls that give him money pretending to be his fans. And it gives him a different perception of the world. And outside of that, we know he's a very prolific Twitter user. He's on Twitter a lot. He likes a bunch of posts and he writes a bunch of posts and he gets in fights with people from time to time. And it's giving him a different perspective of the world. It's putting him in this kind of a delusion, where I think this is also one of the main traits of DSP, why people follow him as much as they do, and why I'm making this live stream right now talking about this, and why it entertains me so much and it gives me so much to think about, is somebody who can convince himself to such an extent that the world is completely different from what it is, and that they in this world are completely different from what they are in real life. Just like, let's say, Christian. The delusion is something that brings people in, that makes you think about it. Wow, I see this man so much differently that he sees himself. I see this guy who begs on stream for $1, who thinks that he is an amazing guy at games. He's incredibly entertaining, and he's talked on a microphone for 10 years so he doesn't have to take any tips and any advice. And man, it gets me thinking, like, this dude is for real. I think that's why most people stick around to watch the show, because this man is just surprising sometimes. And I'm about to show you some evidence later on about the lineup and about the WWE Champions. And that I think is very vital that we explore this evidence. But now I know I digressed a lot from this video, and this video is long enough by itself, and we need to get through it eventually. But generally what I wanted to say is that delusion is the make and break of DSP. That's what brings people in. The sideshow that his life is, that his personality is, that, you know, how he acts, how he lashes out at people, how he can't control his own emotion on stream. And it's the thing that also makes people still stick around, because if he wasn't as delusional and, you know, some other words, he would have been gone from YouTube and from Twitch a long time ago. He would have just been one of those forgotten channels that try to retain their former glory, and one day you just remember, hey, there was this channel that made this video like 10 years ago, and then you look him up and it's some guy who is selling cars now, or I don't know, does something completely different. So yeah, let's keep going.
Nothing happened. It didn't happen. You've actually drank so much of this Kool-Aid that you think these things happened factually, even though they didn't. You've seen enough falsified evidence. You've seen enough people speculate and slander and defame me that you have talked yourself into believing that it's true. And this is what they all do.
Now, I'm telling you, there are screenshots of Discord chats and screenshots of his profile from the lineup and screenshots from his profile from WWE Champions that are pretty much conclusive that he did in fact use the game, play the game, and he most definitely invested some amount of money into the game, because his account is basically a little bit too powerful. He has a lot of characters that you would get after investing a lot of money into the game, and are pretty hard to get generally if you just play normally. So yeah, but we're gonna get to it later on.
Dude, this is what they all do with these crazy conspiracy theories. They take facts and they don't want to accept the facts, or they want to accept a crazy truth that has no factual basis. So they just whip themselves into such an insane fervor that now becomes the fact.
Fervor?
Because so many people think
This sounds like a burger.
Say the same thing, it must be true. Wrong. That is not fact. You need actual evidence, scientific proof of something before you can say it's a fact. This is why
There's no theorems and axioms for e-beggars, man. There is no scientific equation. It's all there. It's all on paper. It's your username and an application that can only be used if somebody confirmed it from your phone, from your hands, from your fingertips, your little greasy piggy fingertips. That's the only way that it could work. This is the scientific evidence.
the world is in so much danger right now with things like COVID, because people are so fucking stupid. They just want to believe what they want to believe with no evidence of anything, and then they do dumb shit. So I hear you. Anyone who is subject to this kind of abuse, because it's abuse. It's harassment. It absolutely is. You can call it whatever you want. Cyberbullying, harassment, abuse, whatever you want to call it. All right? It's absolutely positively heinous shit.
This dude for real. He fell asleep on a stream. Oh my god.
Whatever they want and get away with it because they're anonymous on the fucking internet. They have no repercussions for doing conspiracies like that. They don't. They you know what I mean? They can say or do whatever they want. And what does it hurt them? It doesn't. But if they can convince stupid people that it's true, those stupid people now go out and do fucked up stuff.
Oh my god.
To me, I just like, I would never, in my life, I have a busy, positive social life.
Wrong.
What?
That's straight up wrong. Yeah, I'm pretty sure DSP has no friends. And yeah, his social life is going to the store and going to a fast food place. So, come on. Speaking of fast food, if I stick around for a couple of hours more, we might watch DSP and Cat's Day Off. Let me just 1 second. We might just watch DSP and Cat's Day Off for Kent's birthday when they went to Burger King and he got a disgusting burger. That's the whole story. It's adorable.
What the fuck? Are you fucking serious?
I have a wife, I have a cat, I have a house to maintain. You know what I mean? Outside of me being a full-time streamer, which takes up a lot of my time, I got a lot of other shit to worry about. That's way more important to me than sitting around my thumb up my ass thinking about conspiracies about people and other things. I just got more important shit in my life to do.
It's WWE Champions time.
Yeah.
I love it.
These people don't. The people who do this shit have no life. They are pathetic because you don't hyper-focus on something like that unless you're pathetic. If you have better things to do, you do them. You know what I'm saying? The problem is these people they don't have anything in their life that's positive to occupy their time. So they focus on this crazy shit on the internet and more people who think just like them, and now you get to that cultish groupthink mentality of bullshit.
Yeah,
That's
DSP, because it's fun.
websites like that.
Yeah, there are websites like this because it's fun. Because it's fun seeing somebody who is so lost in the sauce, who has no idea what the hell is going on, who is lying pretty much every day about a variety of stuff, about the most insignificant stuff. And somebody who's been $500,000 in debt and bankrupt is playing mobile games and spending thousands of dollars, if not thousands, hundreds of dollars, but I know it's thousands for sure because I've seen his characters on that account and I've seen the amount of money that somebody needs to spend to have these characters. So yeah, it is pretty much him. And this stream is for me to try and be objective and figure it out by myself because I've heard all these different stuff and I've read some stuff on KiwiFarms, but I want to have it documented for myself. Even though there's tons of videos that prove it, I just want to see all the times that he's talked about it to see how many times I can catch him lying.
These idiots will go on their fucking little KiwiFarms forums tonight and they'll say, oh, Phil only raised $30 tonight on stream. Oh, look, his life's falling apart. Darkside Phil, he's not successful as a streamer anymore.
Well, this is actually super entertaining to do. I love checking KiwiFarms after a slow stream. Because there's usually some clips of unrecorded segments where he either begs a lot or he says how the stream has been slow and he doesn't know why it's so slow. Why is the stream so slow, Phil? I'm enjoying the game. I'm having fun. You guys seem like you have to step up, and tomorrow when I stream we're gonna have to make up for the lost tips. But this is something that really infuriates him when people do it, when they make fun of how little money he makes, because there was a time where he would call people jealous, like back in like 2012-13, he would call people jealous and you know, that he's the one who can have a job like this. You know, he was flexing massively back in the days, and now he's the guy that people go to his live stream once a night so they can see how much money he makes, and if he made a little they point at him and make fun of him. And if he made a lot, he looks like a clown. So I don't know, it's kind of a win-win situation for me. And this shit also doesn't take much time. I mean, if you're like me and you want to make like a 2-hour stream of watching these videos and talking over them to yourself, then fine, that's cool. If that's entertaining, it is for me. And that's why I'm making it, so if it's entertaining for anybody else, we can both be entertained, I guess. And plus, because Tevin doesn't make videos anymore, and if Tevin's not gonna make Tevin videos, I'm gonna make Tevin imitation videos. So yeah, that's how it's gonna be. Yeah, let's try and finish this video because it's pretty long.
And they get their fucking jimmies all rustled about something so stupid and insignificant. This has been one of the best streaming years of my life.
That's what he says about every year. Every year, during the year, it's terrible, and he doesn't know how he's gonna get back to where he was in the beginning of the year because of some cataclysm that happened. But late in the year, when it's November, December, then it's been the best year ever. And the positivity was through the roof, and the sub numbers are popping, and the tips are keeping to be, what did he call it? Steady tips. Pure tips. They keep coming.
Really sit on KiwiFarms all day long, every day, reading every single post.
I'm not just talking about me and conspiracy theory. I'm talking about
And come on, what's wrong on sitting on KiwiFarms and reading every post? Like, you could do that, or you could watch a movie on Netflix, or you can play a video game. If it entertains you in your free time, what's wrong with that? Yeah, we're gossiping about a fat dude on the internet who asks for money a lot. I'm sorry. It's too much to bear. And why does that have to make you a mentally something person? Really? It's just fun. It's like a reality show, but with a real guy.
in general. There's entire fucking social networks, entire sites based on this crazy thinking about all kinds of shit on this planet. That's just wild insanity. So keep yourself out of it. Do yourself all a favor. Trust me. The last thing you want to do is put a toe into that disgusting fetid pool. You know, putting your foot into it is like stepping or going face first right into this sandwich. Can you imagine if you tripped and fell face first into this fetid, festering mound of disgusting slop? That's basically what it's like. That is exactly what it is like. So you don't want to do that. You want to stay away from the sandwich. Stay away from the shit sandwich, okay?
I just got it in my mouth. It's really good.
Oh.
So don't believe the bull.
By the way, I'm never watching these eating streams on my stream. This is never gonna happen. Because it's absolutely repulsive. I can't.
Bullshit. Only listen to what comes out of my mouth.
Good. Alright, continuing on. Anso Kamaru tipped me $4.20. And what's funny is Blender Bottle says people in the chat seem to forget trolls were planning to break into Phil's house and divorce him from his wife. And I hate to say it, but it's what he actually just said is true.
What he actually just said was bait. And also it's false. Because I remember vividly when he was going to Connecticut to have his secret wedding, people on KiwiFarms they did have a thread that was called "Let's Talk About Breaking in Phil's House" or some shit like that. It was all about just having jokes about breaking into the house. Dude, he lives in a gated community. This is just like fake paranoia segment and trying to scare his fans segment. It's just so disingenuous because he knows, like, I guess there have been some pretty messed up people to screw with him over the years. But come on, man. Come on. Be legit. Like, did you really think they were making threats to attack your house? Come on. They were making... They were discussing all kinds of shit and doing all kinds of stuff. But it's literally just a gossip forum where gay ops is not allowed. It's not allowed to make plans to attack somebody, so chill out. It's... Why you have to scare your fans?
That's not a conspiracy. These idiots publicly posted up plans to break into my house 2 years ago when I went to Connecticut to visit my parents. They actually were trying to get blueprints to the fucking house to see the layout of the house so they could plan a break-in.
No, that wasn't happening literally. They were just having fun. We're literally just shitposting. And that's what KiwiFarms is mostly. I go there when I'm taking a dump and it's just like, yeah, Phil sucks. And I write a comment that says Phil sucks. And people agree. And I agree with them. And that's it. It's a gossip forum. It's just pretty cool. And there's some nice memes that come out of there. And there are some nice people that visit KiwiFarms that are on Twitter. And yeah, that's it. It's this small community of people that don't like DSP. Very weird, but it's a pretty cool community.
This is true. They posted it up and then they deleted it later. And people were actually trying to file for divorce for me and my wife.
Okay, now this is hilarious.
And the rest of the board goes unselected.
To get us to divorce each other behind the scenes, even though we weren't involved with the process. They were trying to forge our identities and documents to try to pretend like we were trying to divorce each other. As if this was somehow going to work and affect us in any way. I don't know, because there's absolutely no fucking way that could happen.
Pretty much.
But they actually were doing this. They had the process moving and everything. That's
But
how dumb
man,
people are.
No, you're the dumb one because this is all bait. This is all bait. Talking about breaking his house, talking about stealing Jasper, talking about filing divorce papers on his behalf. It's all just bait and stuff that people say to make him go in a frenzy like this and make a Snort Burnell video. That's all they want. And Snort Burnell, actually, that would be pretty good business strategy for him to just tip him once a week just for like a snort Burnell video and say some of these nonsense things that make go DSP in a frenzy. And DSP's like, holy shit, they're just fucked in the head individuals. They tried to break in my house and kill my cat and blow up my neighborhood and everything.
So when you say, oh, Phil's just, he's just saying this, he doesn't mean it or it's not true. It's absolutely true what I'm telling you. The insanity of these crazy fucking people has no bounds. These people have done fucked up things.
And again, it's not true. It is sort of true. There is a nugget of truth. There's an element in this whole spiel that is true, which is people wrote about breaking into his house, but it was all jokes and it was all shit posts and memes and nonsense. It was literally just people having fun. And the divorce stuff, I disavow that. Just don't do that, but it is pretty funny. Come on. Because we all know it's going to be easier for him to know the process when he actually has to do it.
To me and my family to try to hurt us for no reason, because they're nuts, because they believe every crazy conspiracy theory. Daniel says, my belief is there's 3 types of people who interact with your content. Fans, people who like to troll but are harmless, and then people who wish you actual harm, which sucks. That's right. And here's the problem.
Yeah,
it all started off with fans.
This sounds true, yeah.
And people who wanted to troll me but were harmless. But what people didn't realize over the years is that every time someone made a new This Is How You Don't Play, or a new video that basically slandered or defamed me, there's going to be people who believe that as fact. Yes, those videos are gross mischaracterizations and exaggerations for humorous purposes. I think we can all agree watching a This Is How You Don't Play only factoring in my fails and my rage moments. Those are funny, but that's not a characterization of what the real stream is, you see?
That is exactly what the real stream is, with the exception of the pre-stream is cut off. So all this nonsense and drivel, it's cut off, and instead there's a whole compilation of terrible gameplay. And that's what the streams are about. It's mostly bad or mediocre or below average gameplay. And that's just what the stream is about. People cannot really take a live stream and transform it to such extent that people completely it completely misrepresent what you did or how you acted. They can just emphasize some stuff. Of course, they choose to emphasize the toxic elements, and they choose to emphasize the bad gameplay because that's the prominent elements of his streams. It's just being toxic and shit gameplay and pre-stream music and bad slideshows and begging and talking about his family and then saying that his family is none of your business, then talking for his family a little bit more.
But people are stupid. This is the problem. On Earth, a lot of people are just fucking dumb. And they believe it as fact. So when you think that that's all that I am, oh, he's just a negative guy who swears at game developers and sucks at games, but somehow he makes a living, I'm very angry and jealous that this is possible. I hate this guy. How can I ruin his life? And that's what's happened, is over the years, you've got a group of people who have such vitriol and hatred towards me for uncharacteristic reasons. Like,
okay, now let's talk about the jealousy, because I love talking about jealousy, and commonly it's a very nice defense tool for content creators to say, oh yeah, you're just jealous. Well, about DSP, there's not much to be jealous about, and hear me out. Yeah, he does sit on his live stream and ask people for money all day, every day, except his day off. He does do that, and he gets the money he wants, but he sacrifices, his image, and now people don't think he's a very nice guy. And people don't think he produces nice content that people enjoy. People generally don't think that he's a very nice person because of the things that he's done in the past. So there's not much to be jealous about. And let's talk about material possessions, okay? Because he's a big shot. He, when first he got a lot of money, then he started spending it on all kinds of ridiculous stuff, which is something that Rambo and Howard mentioned in their own video, that Howard got really pissed off when they talked about the Project 7 money, and DSP just started buying a BMW and all these figurines and useless shit. So I'm not jealous of that, of this mindset that you just get instantly a lot of money and you need to blow it away because it's all gonna come back again. His appearance is really nothing to be jealous about. I mean, I'm not the most handsome man alive, but DSP is certainly aging very badly. He looks pale, and his goatee is terrible, and his hair is thin all over the place, and he has little weak atrophied arms, and he has a weird body that waddles in a certain way, you know. You're supposed to be jealous of his girlfriend that doesn't know anything about anything. You need to give her 3 to 5 days of 3 to 5 business days for her to process something that you tell her. A person that seems about as dumb as he is, judging by their experiences together and the shows that they've done together. Which I'm actually gonna make a reaction stream to this to that one as well. They have like 2 streams that they've been together on. I'll make a video on this one. And yeah, what else can you be jealous of outside of money? Because money isn't really everything, DSP. And you're not a happy person, which is very easy to see from how toxic you are. Because if you were happy with your life, the toxicity wouldn't even bother you. Somebody coming in your stream and calling you a pig roach wouldn't really bother you if you were happy. And yeah, what else? What else? What else are you gonna be jealous about? His FGC status of a legend, the infamous DSP, one of the people that when, even if you're not a fighting game player and somebody says, oh, DSP, you know, the dude that sucks at Street Fighter, the dude that got 4th in Evo and is imagining like that he's first. I don't know, there's just not much to be jealous of outside of him being able to stream video games and make money. But DSP, this is not a long-term thing. Because, and it's too late for him, but I'll tell that to some people that are streaming right now and would like to probably get a job in the future. The resume gap, if you don't work for like 5, 6, 7 years, people are going to be wondering what you were doing. And if you're really proactive in working and in doing stuff, and I'm not saying that you can't work freelance stuff, because I have, and a lot of people that I know have worked freelance and other stuff that don't really have that much security. But on the job market, people respect you working constantly and being dedicated to something and sticking around. While DSP has a 10 years, 12-year gap between his last actual job and this, where this also has ruined completely all his chances to get an actual job. So DSP has to essentially wait for his parents to pass away so they can leave him something, or he's screwed for his entire life, because DSP, he can keep going for, I don't know, 5, 10 more years. But after that, he's going to be looking like he's 65, because this man doesn't age well, and then the actual meltdowns are going to start. And then it's going to be the fun stuff. So now just enjoy the ride and watch this stupidity. And subscribe. I have a 50 follower goal, 50 subs, and I get to play horror games, which I hate. But I'll do it because I think this is going to be the most fun for subscribers, so they can see, you know, me freaking out, I guess.
Nothing that's true. They've talked themselves into believing conspiracies for so long that that is factually true to them, and now they hate me for it and they want to hurt me. And that's crazy, because again, the intention of things like This Is How You Don't Play and stuff was never to hurt me or my family. Not once were those videos made intently to try to hurt me. I think at first, people thought it was funny, then they realized, oh, I can get popular on YouTube for this kind of drama shit, so they just made them.
Popular on YouTube from DSP is a very bizarre term. I don't know people who have, I mean, outside of Tevin maybe, who, you know, gains popularity because he does, he used to do DSP stuff and now he does his own stuff and he's great at it. I don't know, man. It's like, you can make a few bucks, I guess. Or you can make your own channel and just cover fill occasionally when it's funny. But generally, I don't know, I don't see a lot of potential to be a massive YouTuber by making fun of DSP. It's just kind of a, it's the low-hanging fruit is making fun of DSP. Come on, it's like making fun of Christian. It's a guy that it's easy to make fun of. You don't need much. I mean, you do need the bare minimum. You can't just be like him, I guess.
them for the fact that it was clickbait and they can make a ton of money on the videos, you know? But then it just became, how can we say the most ridiculous, incorrect, we know it's wrong, we know it's fake, but we'll say the most ridiculous thing and we'll skew the facts to make it look real so that I can get clickbait views on YouTube, and then it becomes, oh, I hate Phil because of this complete bullshit. Someone literally just said moments ago in the chat, and of course they were banned for it, that, oh, your ex-girlfriend was 17 years old when you groomed her to be with her.
She absolutely
and then,
was.
You know, completely false. There's zero
No, she
evidence of that
absolutely
because
was.
it's not true. I didn't ever talk to my ex.
Yeah, well, it's a shame, but Pig Roach managed to erase the evidence of that. That was in a video where ex-daughter Leanna, that's who we're talking about, said how long they had been in a relationship and things like that. Well, I already said it, but I'll say it again. He waited for the day that she became 18 to release a video that said that they are together. So it is implied that they have been together before that, and you know, he can say a lot of stuff and he can make it sound, through semantics, he can make it sound acceptable, but no, she was definitely under 18 when they started dating. That is a definite thing.
Until she was of legal age, I never even talked to her or met her. But these people have told themselves the bullshit for so many years, they just believe it. It can't have factual evidence because it's not true, but somehow they think it is. You see how nuts they are? These people are absolutely fucking insane. In-fucking-sane. But anyway, yeah, and it really does suck because I do feel that things would be very different for me if this didn't happen this way, you know? Right now, there's content creators out there who do similar things to what I do, and they're able to not have the abuse. So they can have things like sponsored streams. They can have product sponsorships of things that they actually believe in. They have opportunities to go and go.
Hey, yeah, Phil, I don't want to hear that from you, and I'll let him finish because I think that's ethical, but then I'm gonna shut on him for a little bit.
Events and talk directly to game companies and have fun, positive relationships. They can actually have meet and greets with fans and things and not have to worry that someone's gonna be nuts and do something crazy. You know what I mean? Like, my life would be so different if it hadn't been for bad luck of this is how you don't play, essentially recruiting the dumbest people on the planet.
Well, that's not true because in your fandom there are also a lot of these individuals that are not very smart. Anyways, so what I wanted to shit on him for is the thing that he was talking about, sponsorships, which I was very confused about that he would talk about it like that, because on Twitter, maybe last week, he admitted that he had been given a sponsorship opportunity for the game Raid Shadow Legends. Now, this is a game that is a mobile game, and a lot of YouTubers have promoted to the extent where it became sort of a meme that everybody would be promoting Raid Shadow Legends. Now, DSP went on Twitter and said that he didn't want to back a game that he wasn't supporting, like a mobile game, because of his current situation with WWE Champions, and that he would be exposed, basically, and people would never shut up about it if he decided to do a sponsor stream on a mobile game. And also maybe because he was thinking that if he did a mobile game stream or something like that, somehow he would leak information that he did in fact use WWE Champions. So it's both, they both tie into the main purpose of this stream, which we're gonna find out later. So now, yeah, I forgot, now I'm gonna talk about it a little bit more. TSP, you can't complain that you're not being given the same opportunities that other people get when you reject opportunities that you get. Because what DSP is saying, that he needs sponsorship opportunities, you can't be saying that when you reject opportunities. You know, it implies that you've never been given opportunities. So it's kind of I don't know, it's just DSP stuff, man. You can't rationalize thinking like that. It's just the delusion that I mentioned. You just can't rationalize thinking like that. That's why I think he rejected the Raid Shadow Legends, because he would confirm a lot of theories about the WWE Champions. Which means that he did use the app, or he has a line app, or something else, you know.
Happen. And by the way, I don't blame. At one point, I did blame those who made This Is How You Don't Play for it. I don't blame them anymore. What I blame now is these people who allow this crazy shit to be propagated, right? It shouldn't. You shouldn't allow crazy conspiracy to cover social media, yet they allow it. And that's fucked up. No, I didn't declaw my cat, you fucking piece of shit.
Who should not allow it, DSP? How does it work? And this is again boomer thoughts. And maybe me because I'm younger, I'm like 25. I understand how wrong he is, yet it is so hard to explain to him why he is wrong. Now, you can't, and I'll try and be brief about this because it's such I feel like I'm nitpicking it, even though that's his, a big point that he try and make, is that social medias allow stuff like that. It's like, man, you need to, I guess, prove to the social media that you didn't do it, or that the post in question is something that is meant to harm you directly, and then they're gonna do something about it. They're not gonna delete a screenshot of a line app that says your number in it or something like that. It just really doesn't work like that, and this is a man who is stuck in the past. And for me, I don't even think that DSP is stuck in 2010. I think he's stuck in 2005. It's just this outdated concept of the world and the internet generally, that the internet is this wild west and you can't stop anybody and they can just go out, ruin your life for no reason. Well, DSP, and this is what I say about everybody, like, if you have people that you call haters or trolls, then you have certainly done something wrong and something fucked up, because normal people don't have haters in their real life or in their online life. They don't have people who try and break into their house and file divorce papers and all that stuff. They just don't. So let's finish this video. I'm gonna go on a quick break to have a smoke, and then I'll be back and we will continue the line app extravaganza stream.
As I said multiple times, he was already declawed. He was a rescue cat, and you could go fuck yourself, because I would never declaw a cat. Seriously, lick my ass.
Well, that is the last of this video. Now, the next video is called I Don't Play WWE Champions.
Play a game called WWE.
Now, this is a video I think that, yep, is sort of an exposed video of DSP. Oh, it's by Sidepole. I like this guy on Twitter. He's a very nice guy. Anyways, this is one of the videos that is used to expose DSP, but I'll do this after the break. Now, you guys, there's nobody watching the stream currently, so when this goes on YouTube, I'll make sure to put this timestamp so you can just skip the break, because I don't know how long I'll be gone, and I don't want to, you know, make a lot of dead air. But I'll leave it streaming so it doesn't cut the stream into two parts, and then I'll be back as soon as I'm back. As long as I can fix my OBS. Anytime now. No, it's glitched. Wow. Fantastic. Uh-huh. I literally can't do anything. Let me just see how to fix this, and then we can keep going. Okay, well, never mind. I will restart the stream later. I guess. Or I might just leave it on and leave it on this screen while I'm gone. And yes, you guys are gonna stay here and watch this. because if I stop the stream now, I'll have to cut it into 2 pieces, and I really don't want to be doing that. So, okay, yeah, I think I will. Okay, so I'm gonna go on break. You guys listen to this chill interactive music that's gonna get me copyright claimed, and I'll be back. Hold on. Okay, Streamlabs is back. We are almost 1 hour into the stream. I'm gonna transition to the break, and I'll see you guys soon. And yeah, that's it. Wow, I'm so fast. I'm already back. It's pretty crazy, huh? So I'm back from break currently, and now I'm gonna roll a cigarette live on stream, so there's not too much dead air. But surely we are back now. Now we're gonna watch this short, brief video called "Phil, I Don't Play WWE Champions, Burnell," in which video DSP is gonna lie to us about how he doesn't play WWE Champions, even though he has.
Play a game called WWE Champions, which of all things, if you can believe it, is a WWE game that plays like Candy Crush. It's basically just moving gems around and breaking colored gems, alright? By far, the worst game that I play is WWE Champions. This game is basically just a time waster for me, because I watch WWE, so a lot of...
Now, WWE Champions is a game that I played as well to try it when I heard about DSP being addicted to it. Now, I played the game and it kind of sucks, of course. It's a game that is sort of rigged, sort of predetermined a little bit. And it's not a good game. It's a game that is obviously from the get-go that it exists just so it can make you give them money at some point. And the point of the game is to hook you up, like all gacha games, and for you eventually to be forced, not really forced, but a little bit strong-armed into giving them money, because you will have invested a lot of playtime, and you would feel like, you know, giving them a little bit money, like $5, $10, that's not gonna hurt at all, right? So that's how you play games like this.
The times when I'm watching wrestling, I'll open up the game and play it. It sucks. The game is actually one of the most unfair games I've ever played. Here's why. So when you play a game like Candy Crush or all those, you have a screen full of tokens and you have to move them around to match up. It breaks a row or whatever, and then the tokens fall. This game actually actively cheats all the time. And what I mean by that, you'll be fighting an opponent. Okay, well, your character, for example, will use different colored gems to earn combos. So maybe your character uses green and black gems. Well, guess what? You'll play a match, no green and black gems whatsoever on the fucking screen at all.
Yeah.
Oh, but the computer opponent you're facing uses red and yellow, and the whole fucking screen is red and yellow.
That's actually true. There's a similar game that is called, I don't know, NBA something that I like to play because I am a fan of basketball and the NBA in general. So this is the tobacco I'm smoking, by the way. Very nice. So that game is basically what he just explained. It's like Candy Crush, but with basketball. That's the twist in that game. But with basketball. So, of course, when it's your turn, your colors are barely there. There's nobody. There's no gems of yours anywhere. And it is kind of ridiculous and silly. And I played this game maybe for one day while I was on the toilet, and then I was like, shit, man, I can't play this. This is unplayable. Because I felt that the game was cheating me, basically. So, yeah.
So they get all these combos and shit, and you get nothing because the game fucked you. In addition to that, alright, it actively cheats with what gems are above that you can't see that fall when you break stuff, because a lot of the time you'll break a row and just, you know, gems will fall, whatever. Then the computer will break a row. Oh, look, conveniently all these gems up top are the colors they need to get a multi-combo. And I'm not kidding.
Wow.
You'll be like full health bar against an enemy that has no health. All of a sudden,
Just like when DSP's bills come closer, or actually when an event in WWE Champions is happening, there was this interesting correlation found between events happening and begging, where it was discovered by scientists from the Institute of KiwiFarms that when DSP decides to beg a little bit harder than usual and his bills are coming up and so on, soon afterwards an event is happening in WWE Champions where, you know, it's a special event. They give him like special cards and so on. So it does get pretty interesting. It's a pretty deep rabbit hole.
all of a sudden the enemy will break one row, and then all of a sudden combo, and they keep falling into place perfectly to get like a 10-hit combo, and you instantly die. And this happens all the time.
It's a
not like,
Chinese
it happens
gambling
on a
game.
rare occasion.
Obviously.
This happens all the fucking time when you play the game. The game is horrendously broken. And it's hilarious because people are playing this game and like it. And I'm like, dude, this game is terrible. This game is actually one of the worst.
Let me just get my rolling papers. Just a second. I'm back, and DSP is still addicted to WWE Champions. Oh my god.
Play because it actively cheats and generates the gems only for your opponents and not for you to get these combos to just fall into place.
These are licorice flavored papers, by the way. It's the first time I've ever tried them. Hope it's not shit. Anyways, yeah, this is his account. He did get renamed after he got exposed. His name is now down from the rafters. It used to be They Call Me DSP, and there was plenty of proof, as we're gonna go into it. I keep saying, but we still haven't gone into it. So you guys might be scammed right now. What if I end the stream suddenly? Fuck me, I don't even have filters, man. This rolling thing. Can't even roll a cigarette for 20 minutes straight. I'm the DSP of rolling cigarettes. Anyway, so he did play. He has a pretty massive roster talent, which means he has a lot of games played and a lot of quality characters, which sometimes could be determined by the financial investment that you make in the game. And now, of course, as you can see, he has played a lot. And, well, he does, yeah, has 56,000 battles, which is quite a few. Now, this next video I've prepared for you guys is DSP's completely unhinged rant about the Line app. And from the Line app, we are actually going into the juicy part of the rabbit hole, the actual lies and the deception that DSP was trying to do. But he got caught because he's really all not that smart. Now, the Line app is an app that is used occasionally for texting and as a authenticator app, I think. Look, I might not be 100% with this, but I'm not a scientist. Now, this application is used for two-factor authentication, which means that you authenticate other apps. For example, if you want to log in to, let's just say, Steam, they're going to send you a code on this app where you need to accept. Now, this app is required for making a WWE Champions account, or for having one that is a high level, I guess. I'm not really sure. But let's see what DSP has to say about it.
I don't even know how do you even discern between them anymore, right? When there's so many. And the thing is, if I bring one, like for example, there's one going on where people claim that there's some application out there that I've never used or heard of. I guess it's called Line app. And they're like, oh, well, we found that the cell phone number that we know is yours because it was doxed on the internet years ago, that cell phone number is somehow associated with Line app. Now, Line app is an app that I guess is used for people who talk behind the scenes when they play mobile games. So it's obvious that because there is a Line app with your cell phone number associated with it, that means you play mobile games and spend money on them. It's like, what?
No, that's not exactly what it means. That's not because it's semantics, Phil, so he needs to tell you this
Play
in
mobile
this certain
games.
way
So-
so you can believe it. But in reality, second. Doesn't taste all that great. Anyways, in reality, you need this app optionally, as it says in this, and this is his guild, his clan, or whatever it's called, that used to be, that he got kicked out of because people were trying to get in and figure out if that was actually him. But there is a Discord where he was talking to people about it, and he was flexing his Hulk Hogan's and his Andre the Giants and all his other little characters. So he did eventually got exposed for owning that account. But let's see what he has to say about the Line app itself, because that he tries to muddy the waters and distract people so much with it, because it's one thing that they have on him that is indisputable, more or less, because now they can write his number in the Line app and his literal "they call me DSP" will show up, his username, which I have it on one of these. Oh no, I need to do 1 million captchas to be able to go on KiwiFarms. Let me just confirm this and I will tell you. We'll show you exactly how this works. Now this it's pretty slow to get on KiwiFarms recently because they've been getting cyber attacked, they've been getting DDoSed. They're trying to take down KiwiFarms, some terrorist. And no, it failed. Never mind. Let's just go back to this rant.
It's obvious that because there is a Line app with your cell phone number associated with it, that means you play mobile games and spend money on them. It's like,
Well, it is pretty much connect the dots, and the dots are the following. It's the Line app, which is connected to the WWE Champions, and your phone number is connected to the Line app. So you connect these three, and it turns out that your phone number is connected to WWE Champions on an account that is pretty advanced and a pretty developed account, which means that somebody invested a significant amount of time and money to achieve the things that were on this account, which means some product placement. It's terrible, by the way. Which means that DSP did spend money on WWE Champions, and we're just getting started. This is only 50 seconds through this, and we're already been sort of we debunked what he said.
what? Like, how do you even associate that with that? And people keep bringing this up, like, just like 2 days ago, someone on Twitter's talking about it. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't know anything about this app. I don't use Line app. I don't even know what it is. And these people just say this shit. And then they're like, okay, so how did when people brought this up like a year ago, when I first heard this conspiracy theory, people were like, well, how could this be possible? I was like, you realize if what you're saying is true, okay? If what you're saying is true, that this exists, this Line app, and that somehow there's an account with my phone number, anyone could have done that, right? Because
No, that's straight up wrong, because this app needs a confirmation from your phone, physically from your phone, not nothing else. You can't, unless somebody broke into your house while you were sleeping and took your phone and verified the app and downloaded the app and installed it and it verified everything and it went through the entire process of setting it up. You did it. And that's 99%. Unless Cat did it or Jasper did it. Come on.
because my phone number was public years and years ago. If you remember when I actually registered my website.
Yeah, that's cool, but your phone number can be used for a variety of reasons, but it can't be used to confirm something. Now, if I wanted to make a Twitter account with DSP's phone number, I could just write the phone number in Twitter when I make my account, and then he would get a notification on his phone with the number that I'm supposed to input on Twitter, so I can link the phone in the Twitter. Well, he's not gonna give me this code. So unless he did a conspiracy with some detractors or somebody hacked or stole his phone. He did the app. He installed the app. He used the app. He confirmed the app with WWE Champions, and there's no way around it. That's just technology. That's an actual sort of scientific, even though I don't really have all that much credibility, but I am an IT guy, so yes, scientifically, there is an account that has been linked and confirmed with the Line app on DSP's phone, which is DSP phone number. So scientifically, science dictates that he made that app because no one else could have made it unless Cat is a detractor or Jasper is a detractor or somebody's living in his walls.
That fucking website doxed all my information, including my phone numbers and shit. So
He showed personal documents when he moved in the Seattle house. He showed envelopes with addresses and all that stuff. He was just stupid. Literally nobody doxed him. There was just clear public information.
Public for how many years? So how is that evidence of anything? I don't even understand that at all. Like if my phone number has been doxed years and years ago, right? How is it like I'll be honest with you, people have really gone out of their way to fuck with me in regards to like stupid menial trolling shit. Like
this is actually a fantastic redirect. This was a pump fake for the ages. This was the biggest fake. Is he was talking about this thing that he is guilty of, and then instantly, well, hold on, man, I'm a victim of everything. Wow, what an amazing guy. How great it is to chill with Phil. Oh, dark side chill. Now, you guys, I'm gonna send you on another break so I can go and smoke my cigarette. And then I'll be back and we'll continue with this, and I will show you exactly scientifically why DSP is lying, is hiding information, and why he's wrong about the Line app. And I will show you how the Line app works, and we're gonna look through some stuff. But I'll try and not make it super boring, because if I just sit here all night and tell you how he did it and we just keep watching videos without any scientific proof, then I'm not really going to be proving him wrong. So we're going to go through the different people, and on KiwiFarms, of course. This is not my investigation. This is stuff that's already public. I'm just putting it together and making sure that I personally, for me, I understand it. But for now, you guys going to go on break. I'm going to put a timestamp when the break ends, so when you watch this on the YouTube video, you could easily find where the break ends, so there's no dead air. But for now, listen to some music. And we are back on this live broadcast. Let's continue with this DSP video of DSP lying about the Line app.
Like sign up Phil's fucking emails for dumb spam and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's basically up to the point where like my information is so public, everyone like for example, I can tell you right now, I guarantee you, someone went out there and registered me for every fucking website under the sun. They have my name, they have my address, they have a phone number that's associated with me, they have an email addresses, right? I have my public email addresses, you guys know them. I guarantee you people sign me up for everything, all right? So that's like saying, oh, there is a website that has an account that says Dark Side Phil.
Now, this is not correct, because everybody would know when you register to a site, they send you a confirmation to verify your email, and it is called a verification email or whatever, where there's a little link in the email that you click to confirm your account or activate your account. And in most places, you can't really use without verifying this account. I try to use a lot of places that I register for that can send me spam, I like to use like burner emails, like some random generated emails. There's like temporary email boxes and so much stuff that can be used. But as I said, a lot of the stuff you need to verify. So if you want to register something on DSP's email address or on his phone, you need to get the verification code or click the link in the email.
It has an email that we know is yours associated with it. So that way there's evidence you use that site. How? Anyone could go sign up for anything right now using my public information.
Yeah, that's why the evidence that is brought is for functional accounts, accounts that somebody is using and not is just registered somewhere, because like I just said, a lot of the stuff you need to verify.
But the thing is, they whip themselves into such a frenzy with this information that they then act like it's evidence of anything. It's evidence of nothing. Anyone with a logical brain can say, what are you talking about? Like, Phil was doxxed a million years ago and all his information is out there. There's probably people on the internet who impersonate him all the time, everywhere, right? So how is that evidence of anything? But the thing that really gets me is apparently this Line app, and again, I don't know much about it, I've never used it. Apparently the Line app is used for many different things. I guess it's just chat app. It's like you chat on it like a million other chat apps. Okay? So how does an evidence that if anyone had a chat app with my number or whatever, how is the evidence that it's used for a mobile game or that you know what I mean? Like
now, as it says here in the caption by Piece of Peace, by the way, this is a great segment, and there are some great captions in it. The question is whether or not the account is his personal account that he is using, which he has texted in various Discord groups and with his mods and stuff with a Discord account that was specifically used in a WWE Champions Discord. So there's so many dots that connect, like I earlier was talking about the Line app and the WWE Champions and his phone, and how they're all connected. And the Discord is also connected because in the lineup clan, in the WWE Champions clan, you needed, I think, an optional Line account, which we're gonna get to, and we're talking about the Line account now, but still, it's not the end of it. I'm gonna get into some screenshots and some videos of how it actually works.
even if that is the case, that someone used my information and registered, it's evidence of nothing. But you see what I'm saying? Like, they literally create this insane situation where it doesn't even make sense logically, but that's evidence of something. It's evidence.
Yeah,
And
it does make a lot of sense logically. It makes sense. The entire map of how these things are connected. And I think I can actually draw it out for you guys, so we can all understand how this works. Now, let me open a little graph editor that we use for diagrams, and we're going to create a simple diagram explaining how this works. Now, this was called... Okay. Let me just configure it real quick to work on the stream. And because I want to get a little bit more scientific with this and show to you exactly how it makes sense. And I want to explain it like I would explain to a little baby brain DSP, how this works exactly. Let me see if I open it here. Is it gonna make sense? Or is it gonna appear? Okay, let's see. Because my OBS is acting up and it doesn't want to open certain screens when I'm streaming, so I would rather not do this. Okay, I think you guys can see now. And we're gonna decide later. And okay, let's make a quick diagram of how this works. Now, we have a shape of a phone. Okay. Phone. Now this little thing is DSP's phone. Right? And DSP's phone. DSP's phone. Okay. Right. Now, let's make a very important distinction here. Only DSP has access. Right? And now there's the line app. Let's see, is there an app? App bar. Yeah, let's say this is the line app. Okay. Line app. Okay, can you guys see this? Yeah. Now this is the line app. Now, to confirm this, to make this actual connection, we need to have confirmation. Right. That the line app sent DSP's phone, a let's say confirmation email or whatever, and he sends back the confirmation, right? Okay, now this line app is connected to here. Let's see, is there a muscle emoji? Yes. Yeah, we need a nice muscular chest to represent the WWE, muscle of the WWE. Now, this is WWE Champions. Right? So this might look pretty ridiculous, but I'm trying to make it as factual as possible. Now, DSP is gonna be a little man here. DSP. Right? No. I wrote DSP in the search. Wait. I wanted to write a man. Now, oh, this looks exactly like DSP. Now, this is DSP. This man in the suit, because he's a businessman, right? So this is DSP. So, DSP has access to his phone, right? Now we delete this. So here you see the picture that a detractor, let's see, a different man, let's say this is Tevin, right? This is going to be Tevin. Now Tevin, he doesn't have access to his phone. He can't access his phone because Tevin doesn't, he doesn't have access to his phone. He doesn't even have access to DSP. So here, in this case, can we make it as a non-connection? Okay, let's say it like this. Tevin doesn't have access to DSP or his phone. Tevin doesn't have access to this data. Now, Tevin could go and make an account for WWE Champions. That was how this shit was called, right? WWE Champions. Now, Tevin can go make an account that is called DSP. But this account will not be associated with the line app that DSP has, and it will not be associated with his phone. So, if we find the phone number, and this phone number is guaranteed to be confirmed with the line app, which is then confirmed for the WWE Champions, and also, let's say, did this work? Also, something that, let's say, Discord. Now let's put it in a nice little icon app. Let's say app 2, this other app, right? Let's say this, which this is Discord, right? So now this line app has been also used for Discord, where DSP has chatted with some of the dudes from, why am I so terrible at connecting these? Okay, where DSP has chatted with some of the dudes from the WWE Champions clan. Okay? This makes sense so far. Now we're going to come back to it and how it makes sense. Now I'll delete this connection to Devin. So what we got so far from this investigation, this scientific journey with your boy Jim, PhD in DSP nomics. No, I don't even know that much about DSP. He just fascinates me in this way. So, to summarize what we learned so far, is that DSP's phone is connected to the Line app that is confirmed through his number. And the Line app has been used for Discord and for WWE Champions. Now, the Line app requires you to confirm the phone, which you can see here, right? So, and here we have little business DSP who is connected to his phone, and only he has access to his phone. As we can see here, Tevin doesn't have access to his phone. So Tevin couldn't have possibly created a fake account, or me for that matter. If you want to put me here as well, another man. I'll take this because I'm a doctor. As we already said, I have a PhD. And I'll be a little bit smaller because I'm not as big as Devin. Now this is Jim, right? And I might talk to Devin, you know? I might have a connection to Devin. And I might make my own Champions account that is called DSP. I might even make a fake Discord that is called DSP. But I can never get to DSP's phone. So I can't possibly make a Line app account that is with his number, because only he has access to it. Right? Sounds good? Okay, let's keep going.
That pisses me off when someone wants to say something like that on my stream. Fuck you. 99999.
There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's...
So that's it for this video about DSP. Let's keep going with more Line app. So let's see. Line app DSP. Because I know there have been 100% people to prove, hey, that's me. There have been people to put it. Oh, there we go. So.
Yeah, I'm an adult. Sorry, I'm the one who operated this.
Shout out to James the Lesser, by the way. I want to give a shout out to all the dudes that whose videos I use, and all the KiwiFarms members that we're about to dive in a little bit and see how things are going down there.
Successful YouTube channel. Me. I'm the one who puts out the content that's...
He was drunk as shit. But
now here's one of the important elements. There's nothing to reach out to. You changed his number ages ago, but mine is the same. This is in relation to have you reached out to Rambo. Now he stopped responding to me and never called after making that video. I cannot call him without a number. Now he changed his number ages ago, but mine is the same. Now let's add this to our little tiny diagram here. And add this as a sort of a bullet point. Oh, sorry, my drink dropped. Good thing it's in a McDonald's bottle. So let's put this as... There are no bullet points? Never mind. So, very important distinction is number not changed. So he still has his old number, right? Okay. Now let's go to KiwiFarms, because here it's also James the Lesser talking over this, so I don't really want to talk over a guy who is already talking over DSP. Now let's see here. He's also going on KiwiFarms because there's just a ton of knowledge there, man. There's a lot of hardworking people that try very hard to call out this guy.
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
Oh, that was the wrong button. Let's see what's in. Yeah, we have 999. Okay, now there was a special thread, very special thread here. There is called DSP and Line app, which is compiled info about his shenanigans with Line app. Now let's because I don't know much about the app myself, and maybe I can pick up on some extra stuff that I didn't think that I knew, and some new stuff for our work of art right here. Because this right here is how we get the Nobel Prize and how we totally own DSP. The trolls win. This is how we win with a diagram that has a PNG of muscles on it. And me and Tevin are gonna rule the world eventually. Anyways, so let's go. The app is not used in the US as much as in some parts of Asia or specific gaming communities. So why would our favorite gamer have it installed? Now the app, I agree, I haven't really used it, but I've heard that people in foreign places like like China and so on, I think because China have all their different social medias and all their stuff is different, so they would probably use it, just like there are certain parts of the world that use WhatsApp and certain parts that use Viber and so on. So yeah, let's see how we can summarize this as fast as possible. Yeah, like we already mentioned, without a device connected to the number, you cannot make an account with the exception of something mentioned later. Let's see, yeah, you can, the only thing to add to this is the possibility of making a dormant account, which is a not completed account. This is an account which is stored in the database but has not been confirmed. It sits until it's finally verified, purged out of the system, or stored indefinitely. However, you can see in Piece of Peace video that you select your nickname after entering the code. Given that the account has a name, they call me DSP, it should mean that the person went through the full process. Now that is an excellent point by We Are the Witches. This is a fantastic point because it adds another thing to our diagram, is that number has been verified. So this means that our boy has went through this process, which completely eliminates Tevin or me from trying to create this lineup and from this conspiracy. So what does this say? This says that DSP more probable than not has made this lineup himself. Now he says many times that he doesn't know anything about it, he's never used it, which is impossible because this number has been confirmed. So you've went to this process, which we said again, only DSP has access to, and not Tevin and not me. Okay, let's keep going. So what instance would make someone who is not DSP successful? It would either have to be by SIM swapping or through some form of SMS interception. Now, this is very, very, very unlikely that this would have happened. Now, of course, as with everything, if you give DSP the opportunity of that being true and he wants to believe it, he would absolutely just stand for that and say that this is the actual reason. If he wants to believe it, it's just bias. Now, let's see, there's some clips here that are very interesting.
You know, they have my contact info, they have my number, they have, public. I'm the public persona who has a public phone number, a public email, that they know how to reach me if they ever wanted to reach me. And they've made zero effort to do so, despite the fact that I was the last one who talked to them and they started ignoring me. So if they ever wanted to reach out and talk, I'd be open to just saying hello and seeing what happens, but I really don't expect that's ever going to happen. And I don't ever think I will ever run into them in person ever again. I don't think that would ever happen. So, let's.
Okay, so he was talking about his friends, of course, John Rambo and Howard, probably, even though I don't think DSP likes Howard particularly. Yeah, so he claiming that his old friend could call him since he's a public persona with a public phone number. Now, phone number is fine, but as we said, very, very, very important is this process. With this confirmation, and not an email, probably it's going to be a confirmation text. That's how it is most of the time. Now, then we have old voicemail and a video of it. Okay, let's see.
Play a game called WWE Champions, which of all things.
See, is that the
That's not
same
my
video
number
that I
anymore,
watched?
guys. I changed it. You just
Forwarded to an automatic voice message system. Phil Burnell. Not available.
Okay, we get it. So that's his actual number, and yeah, he has admitted on Twitter that he did in fact use that number. So that is clear. This connection has been made, and it's confirmed that this connection is true. That there was a line app created with this phone, and I don't know how many times I've been repeating this already. I should stop. Anyway, so yeah, this is well, let's see. At the time, I just remembered entering the username, the Twitter. Me text the code. Yeah, that's how it works. Okay, phone number incorrect. Please try again. Yeah, this is definitely proof that this number is linked to this account number 2, which is yeah. Let's see if we can load this attachment. Come on, please, KiwiFarms. Grace me with this pleasure of seeing the attachment. Oh, never mind. Well, you gotta believe me, I guess. Oh, let's see here. Yep, you can use the code and ending in 24. So DSP made a second account when he was getting DMCA'd or something. He was afraid that his Twitter might be deleted, so he made a second one, I think. And then he associated his number with it, which is this number. And then somebody tried to log in. Therefore, he hold on. Before I say it, let me make sure that this is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so his phone number was associated with this Twitter, and then when you enter the right phone number, you are able to continue. But if you enter a wrong number, you're not able to continue at all with the login. Like here. Okay, he went through it, and now he put in a wrong number, so it obviously didn't let him continue. And now he's gonna put in the actual number, and then we get it. Text the code to the phone number ending in 24, just like in this process, when Line App would send you something, and then you would have to confirm it. Okay? Fair enough. Now, there is a very nice here, a very, very nice graph that we're gonna go through first, but let's just read this post because I've already forgot what it said. Okay, this is the problem. As you've seen, DSP's option was recently changed in order to hide information, which actually made it easier for anyone to confirm that it's actually linked to his account. You may find out that if you enter something like a random text, it will also take you to the next step. If you type the right number, okay, common sense would say that should be forbidden. So why would that happen? Twitter lets users mistype 1 digit, maybe 2, when this option is turned on for the recovery process. I believe, and other people as well, that it's just a mechanism that the platform has in order to protect users from third parties brute forcing or guessing your phone number. Okay, yeah, this would make a lot of sense. Okay, just to finish, I'll play the devil's advocate and assume that the number is in a troll's hand. It would mean that between the creation of his second account, the Me DSP2, and Lion's recovery, DSP would have to change the number. Forget about updating his credentials. Someone would manage to get it and then register him for Lion, but not touch his other account. Now here, we have around the 14th of May 2020. His second account was created after sending a super important tweet. Since this Twitter is getting hit with false DMCA takedowns, follow my backup over at me_DSP2. In case this one gets suspended in error, I'll dispute the mess in whatever. So this when this account is created. So he creates it with his actual phone number, then gives up the number, only for a troll to get it and sign him up for Lion. He forgets to update his new credentials. the troll doesn't touch the Twitter, even though they have it. There's also a coincidence with his main account, they call me DSP, since that one is verified to be linked to a number that also ends in 24. If it was the same, the troll would also have access to his main Twitter. So 11th December of 2020, his line was discovered, and it was linked to this number. As you can see, this is his number that his second me_DSP account is created. So this is an actual account that DSP made around the 14th of May 2020 with his actual phone number, which ends in 24. Then, when this gets discovered, it's linked with this account, and it is verified, like we already mentioned. DSP denies that it's him. App is used for champions, sometimes required for joining factions, has the same initial name as Down from the Rafters, which is his changed name on champions after people started suspecting, and he was getting essentially harassed in the game from people trying to enter his clans. Now, his on 13th of August 2021, his actual number, which is the 1924 one, was confirmed to be linked to this to this Twitter account, to the me DSP. And then only the authorized number will let you continue. So only this one will let you go through this process. So it is pretty much confirmed that the phone number is DSP's phone that is on the Line app. And also, the phone number is DSP's phone. That's confirmed. And the phone number is verified online on the Line app and is used for the WWE Champions. Okay. Yeah, so this is a pretty great thread. Let's see if there is. Standard protocol to send some form of text code or even call in order to verify someone's phone number. So there is this nonsense with somebody else making the app. This is completely untrue at this point. With this nonsense with somebody else changing his account or creating a fake account. This has to stop because it's fake. Okay, so okay, let's go to the WWE Champions. Let's abandon the lineup because it's just a simple applications that's not interesting. Let's just go to the actual WWE Champions thread and read a little bit of it. I'm gonna be a lazy streamer right now and read somebody else's stuff. Now. Okay, let's just skip through the highlights to see some nice evidence. So it can be all in one place. Okay, so somebody on PS4 sent me this thread this morning, and I decided to log in for the moment to state that the Discord account DarkSidePhil #4929 has been deleted or completely renamed manually since the post was made today. Now, DSP had this Discord account that he was using to talk to mods, I think, and was also okay, this is the Discord that was used, and now it is changed. Okay. Now, also we could see that somebody looked up his Marvel mobile game statistics and his characters, and you could see that he has some very, very nice characters that could only be got by playing pretty hard and having to try a lot because he's level 96. Look at all these characters with all these shiny gems. So you needed to actually try pretty hard, you know? Now, let's just keep going here for a little bit more before we call the case closed. Because DSP's argument aren't really all that good. That is the problem. That he feigns ignorance, he pretends to not know what they're talking about or what anything is about. He does these weird semantic things where he tries to mislead you in the other direction so you don't think about what is actually the topic and what actually is happening. But that only works on a limited amount of people, to be honest. That just works on his fans. Oh, let's see here. Credit to Mr. Huth for finding proof that the They Call Me DSP account was active and wailing out during the week of Christmas. Okay, let me see. Is this still active? I hope it is. No, this is from a suspended account. Oh no. What a disaster. So, yeah, let's see here. Line for Android phones. There we go. Please enter the verification code sent via SMS. And that's the verification code. So, our point here is completely that this app was made by DSP, which he confirmed, and consequently after that used on Discord, maybe, you don't know, and used on WWE Champions, that's for sure. So can't really work like that, you know. And of course here we have his words that are very misleading. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but he is really trying to convince you something. Let's just start watching this again, even though we just watched this. But I want to go through this line by line since it's actually past midnight at my place. And it's a pretty chill stream. I think we learned a little bit about DSP and about... I don't know why he lied, but I personally learned a lot because I had my own suspicions and stuff that I've read on KiwiFarms, but it is pretty clear at this point that he is wailing out on WWE Champions, and that shit is crazy.
Apparently they're trying to prove that I am using some kind of an application because they're claiming that there's an account that's linked to my cell phone number. Despite the fact my cell phone number has been public for years, I don't know anything about this application.
Now, okay, let's debunk this so far. So he's using some kind of an application. Well, it is. Okay, fair. But is obviously ambiguous for you because you're not supposed to be thinking about it. It's supposed to be this abstract thought that people are making up. It's not supposed to be, you know, it's not supposed to be something that people are kind of want to think in detail of. What application is he using? How does that app work? Do you need to verify that app to use it? Is there any security behind it? Did he get hacked? Did he get... was he a victim of phishing? Did someone get his IP? I don't know. I don't know, man. There's so many things that can happen. Literally, somebody can... a Nigerian prince can manipulate him into giving him $1 billion. I don't fucking know. But there's all this crazy shit, and he's saying it in as an abstract way as he can to try and get away with it.
Application or how it works at all. I don't use it. I never used it. So I really don't understand the ins and outs of what they're accusing me of. But
well, first of all, that is your problem, that you try and defend yourself without even knowing what they're accusing you of. And it kind of makes you look more guilty if you're trying to instinctively defend yourself and get defensive about not even knowing exactly what they're accusing you of. Because if somebody was accusing me of spending thousands of dollars on microtransactions while in the same time I'm begging on stream, I would be asked a lot of questions. If they were accusing me, I would be asking a lot of questions about why are you accusing me? What is your proof? And I would try and give out my proof, because just saying didn't happen is really not debunking anything, just like his entire debunk stream, which is hilarious. And maybe if I have the willpower tonight, maybe we can watch that as well, because I'm feeling this groove, you know, this DSP vibe. And I had my fun time making this, where we proved that DSP is full of crap. So yeah, so he doesn't really know the ins and outs of what they're accusing you of. Well, let me tell you, they're accusing you of lying about having this line account on your phone. They're accusing you of wailing over WWE Champions, and they're accusing you of lying and hiding information. Now, I don't know what I pressed, but I went very far in the future. Oh, here I am. Let's see what the surfer
They've
gonna
been
say.
doing this on and off for about a year. They've been trying to like accuse me of having this app and stuff. To my knowledge, I looked into this app, and this app apparently is a chat app. Like you chat with people on it. Yeah, I guess you could say it's similar to say Discord. Only I guess Discord has voice and video too. I don't know because I've never used Discord for that kind of stuff. The only time I ever used Discord was to chat with people back when I had a partnership with Twitch and stuff like that. I had a contact who I chatted to in Discord. But outside of that,
Nah, you also had a mod chat. You had a mod chat where a bunch of stuff leaked out. And one of my favorite things, but this is not something that I can show on stream, is the list of the banned words and the banned terms that he has in this chat. I think are hilarious. There's like pig roach, there's cat, there's horse, there's beggar, there's scammer, and all these other words. It's hilarious. It's one of the best things that I've seen. But now let's keep going with this.
I've never used it for anything else. I don't even know what Line App is. I guess it's just chat. I don't know. Maybe it does do those other things. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't even know how it works.
I don't use
That makes me
any of
cringe.
these things. I don't know anything about them. But apparently someone found there's a Line App account that was registered using my cell phone number, and somehow because of that, that is definitive proof that I'm playing some mobile game. Don't ask
No, no, no. And if you, as you said, I don't understand the ins and outs of what they're accusing me of. They're accusing you of not just the existence of this app or the existence of your account. It's the circumstances that caused this account to exist. It's the verification of the account. It's that it has been used with Discord and has been used with WWE Champions mainly. I don't even think if it's used for Discord. Here, we can make this a little bit ambiguous maybe. Let's make this like this, because we don't really know if it's used by Discord. If we find out, I'm gonna update it, but for now this is the picture, how it works. I mean, this is, even somebody like DSP can understand this. Come on. Now, so yeah, we're done with the lineup. Let's go back here to the actual WWE Champions thread. There's an option to log in with Facebook. Premium gifts, let you use. Okay. It is possible that he also logged in with Facebook, and that's why his username is the same, but there's really, I don't know, it could be possible. But we're not really gonna go as deep into it as making an actual account. And also he's a pretty ranked player, pretty highly ranked player. He has like 1.33 million power or whatever it is. So it is pretty crazy how much money he has spent on it. And that's the kind of game where, yeah, you can say, well, he plays it, but it's a normal game. His stats in that game and his actual achievements in the game and what he's done. Let me try and go on to one of the first pages and see what we're gonna find. His stats in the game, actually, here you can see there's all this information. We're gonna get into it. Detailed post on Discord. Let's see what this is about. Now this is one of the games where you kind of, at some point, you need to invest quite some money to be able to keep up with the other guys. Now, this is a beautiful post. I remember I looked at this earlier. There was a player called, they call me DSP, who was on Discord. And now we're gonna solve this variable right here, the Discord variable. How does this tie in with all the WWE Championship stuff? Because don't forget, this is about the entire WWE Championship saga. This is not just about the lineup, because the lineup has been confirmed to be filled, and the lineup has been associated with this WWE Champions. Now let's start from here, from the beginning, where it says full mentions unedited. Okay, it's holding off the post, confirm if it's DSP or not. And this is the number I think that they talked about earlier, they call me DSP, that was changed. Okay, so this is a guild Discord. Okay, he's a guild leader apparently, maybe, I think. And this was how his guild was called, Uselessness. This is his guild. There's some old posts apparently. There was some content creators or whatever, but that's some different stuff. Now let's see. This is something else. These are just like somebody trying to infiltrate the group. I noticed they call me DSP shows up as a high council member and leader. He probably has server mod privileges. Joined 1st of August 2019. Did anything special happen this day? Old Discord ID found, deleted? No, I don't think so. And the date could be associated with the time frame where he stopped paying the Connecticut mortgage. This was when he had that state of the stream address, I think. But I'm still really not all that sure. Now, they call me DSP. He was a pretty big baller because he was pretty high up in that stream. He's ranked an official when you look through the guild list, which is connecting the player to the Discord user, as other players in the game are mainly listed as recruits. An official rank seems to be somewhere more exceptional, because exceptional is, of course. And now we get into the interesting, spicy stuff with screenshots of the They Call Me DSP Discord, which shows his feud roster. Apparently, feud is some event that is happening in the game, and you can see these are his characters and the Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, and so on. So he has posted this, and then he's already been chatting with some people. Now people are glorifying him. Of course, you got this, you're gonna destroy it. And he's like, overall, I have to sleep sometime, lol. And of course, he's the type of guy to write lol in the end of everything. I do that sometimes too, kind of a habit. He logged into Discord today between 7:20. That's okay, fine. Now, there was a 12-hour gap, and there we go. Ready to go, but spend all my coins to do it. Now I'm wondering how I'll afford any coin Evo events next week, since feud barely pays out anything. He was begging. He was making tweets on a video game, a mobile game, clan Discord. He was making tweets of like, oh my guys, I made it, but I spent all my tips, man, all my pure tips. How am I gonna make it? How am I gonna make it through the rest of the month? Now here it says, things said on Discord worth noting. The messages posted before the 15th of the month, where he says he can't afford to pull. Now, pulling in these games is spending money so you can get a loot box essentially, or a card pack, where you get the new cards. Or can only make one pull. Mentions it multiple times. Some Kiwi said one pull for Hulk Hogan during the in-game Christmas event was $100. $100 for a chance to have this guy, Hulk Hogan, be on your screen and have a power level and have some powers. This is ridiculous. And here we have some deep lore. Let me see. There was a complete message with it attached up here. Now, all DSP messages. Let me just go through this and see if perhaps his writing pattern is gonna match up, or we'll see something that is gonna expose if it's him. Because still at this point, we still have to be fair. You know, it's innocent until proven guilty, even though our diagram proved him to be guilty of lying, at least lying. Okay, so he talks about people being big spenders. Let me see, is okay. No, he's just a big spender, and that's perfectly okay. We shouldn't tease or bully him too much because of it. But once I'd like to hear how much he really spent instead of I got him in the third poll. LOL. We have Mr. T for feud and will kick ass for us, okay? This is my final lineup unless I pull Mr. T tomorrow. Doing some crazy stuff here. Everyone using a different MP trainer except Flair and Austin, who both use purple. Wonder Andre is red, Bruno is blue, Shake is green, Macho is black. Weird build I'm using, and SB Andre is yellow sub build. Hope it works, lol. We went on to something completely different. Okay, let's go. Now, I'm just going to zoom this up a little bit. I'm not gonna... Oh, they don't even zoom. Okay, never mind. Hope you guys can see this. Now, my enemy is time. I have to be up in 4 hours to play. So this is, I don't know what time he was texting this, but he's pretty freaking crazy. Now, he was pretty active in these chats. I mean, I don't really use Discord, so I don't know how fast the usual Discord goes, but this dude was nicely flexing. He was letting them know who's boss. And I can't do many polls. Yeah, this is talking about polls so much is kind of upsetting, because this is sort of an addict behavior to be like, oh man, I need to get up in 3 hours to play, and like I can't do any more polls and stuff. It's just kind of a gambler's behavior, which is it's really not healthy for him, and he's obviously a liar as well. So yeah, he has some things going against him, and he was way active, man. He was pretty crazy. Now, let's see if he said something interesting again. I would say yes, increased, whatever. Without Sting, you won't have... Yeah, this is some nonsense generally that is just game bar knowledge. And yeah, dude was very active. This is 26th of August, 2019. And then we go 17th. He was playing hardcore, man. And it is pretty sad. Now, they kicked him out of this group because people from KiwiFarms were trying to infiltrate their chat and get to see who DSP is. But I am pretty confident at this point that he is the actual owner of the account. So let's update this. And let's say Discord. Now, most probably... Oops. How do we move this guy here? No, let's just keep him here. Keep our DSP big and here. Put the Discord somewhere else. And let's link this up like this. Wow, this is a very scientific stream, you guys. This is the WWE Champions, and this is the Discord. And the Discord and the WWE Champions are connected because it is a Discord about WWE Champions, which presents a lot of information about how DSP played the game, and that he has played it for quite a bit and he is quite committed to it. So we could link at this point DSP with Discord, because this is pretty much his name and his Discord tag. Okay, so me and Tevin are down here. Okay. Now we have DSP connected to this. Tevin is connected to this because he's unable. I'll just leave it like this because we can't do anything. That's the whole point. That me and Tevin can't do anything. It's just DSP in the picture. Now DSP has this account, which is a Discord account, which talks about WWE Champions. He also has this app that is confirmed that talks about WWE Champions. It is connected to it through the Line app. So now we have on two fronts. The argument can be made that the Line app and everything is actually connected to DSP, and he is running stuff, and he's been doing polls, and he's been begging. He's been begging endlessly for years, while he was also gambling, practically, and being addicted to mobile games. Now let's see for now a little bit more. Then we're gonna have another small break, and after which we're gonna proceed with some more fun stuff. I would like to watch and endure through DSP's girlfriend reveal video where he revealed Cat, and then after that we might go to something fun that I was talking about earlier. If I remember what it was, we're gonna go ahead and watch that. Now here. Now there's a lot of nice takes and stuff that is pretty much correct and common sense here, but we're gonna skip KiwiFarms for a little bit. Okay, all of the links are dead. Oh no.
When he obviously started losing arguments and people started shutting his arguments down.
Wait, what is this? Now, another reason why he got busted is because he used the DSP name. And why he used the DSP name is because he wants the clout. Because the DSP name is recognizable. People know who DSP is, you know, generally. They decide to look him up because he thinks he's a celebrity, right? So, oh, there's some foreign languages. So he couldn't resist using that name. Otherwise, he would be nobody online. And now he has the weird down from the rafters name, which is supposed to be like a burner account name. But it, I mean, yeah, it got busted pretty quick. So yeah, this was enough of KiwiFarms. I think we should end this for now with this final explanation of the DSP diagram. The DSP diagram. And I'm gonna save it, and you know, let me see. I need to log in for all of these, like GitHub and stuff. I have it, but I need to log into it. So let's just save in browser, apparently. I don't know if I open this, if it's gonna open. Oh, okay, never mind. So here is the final results of the investigation and the verdict. Now, here's very important that we rate. Did DSP use the Line app to play WWE Champions? Okay? Pretty straightforward question. And this was what we were trying to explain tonight, because that's, whoa, no, that's way big. 40. What about 40? What about 20? 25? Did DSP use the Line app to play WWE Champions? Now, first we start from here. The line app is a thing that is sort of required, or at least, optional, that has been used for DSP's WWE Champions account. Now, this application can't be used without being confirmed on his phone, which only he has access to. So he has confirmed that application because it exists under his name and under his phone. And also, he has used a Discord server that is based around WWE Champions. It's about his clan, where he flexes about his polls, which refers to the characters that he has gained in the game, the characters that he has unlocked through essentially gambling. And so all of this matches, DSP's phone, the Line app are all connected to the WWE Champions and the Discord. And as you can see here, Tevin, who is a stand-in for all the detractors, and me, who is a stand-in for science, maybe? I just put myself there. I'm a Mary Sue in this story. Everybody loves me. I have 1 million views. Now, as you can see, me and Tevin were not related to anything. We didn't do any of this. So Tevin means also the people from KiwiFarms and the people on Twitter and the people on YouTube and the people on Twitch and on anything. They didn't really do anything. So DSP is in the center of the story, right? He's like here and did all this stuff. So did DSP use the Line app to play WWE Champions? I think you could say yes. And make it red. And that's it. Through science. As close as we could get to science without actually becoming super exceptionally, cringe, let's say. So this is it. This is the DSP diagram that I messed around for like an hour to make. Now I'm gonna go on break real quick. Of course, as always, I'll put the timestamp so you guys know when to come back. And yeah, I'll see you when I get back for some more Dark Side Phil. Phil, it's so chill with Phil. Okay, go on break already. Why are you here?